Kirby coming out from Ionno. So Kirby, I think, is a very, very big patience check for a lot of at least the characters in the game. Largely considered at least low tier or barely even on bottom tier. But the problem is that a good Kirby can be very annoying to catch and very annoying to kind of hit. For the most part, Kirby has a lot of very consistent damage and very consistent throw combos and such, aside from if there's maybe a platform in the way. But otherwise, it's mostly kind of like more by positioning and you're neutral than anything. And you're going to see probably, if Ionno knows, that the crouch, at least for Kirby, is going to be so important in this matchup, as well as that stone. Yeah. Ionno is trying to make himself look like an edgelord right now with the silver locks of Sephiroth. And right now he has quite a good lead, at least going against SANTI right now, as SANTI gets his wing out. A nice forward smash as well. Not going to do it quite yet. But also the flare is going to also back him up. And the neutral coming up from Kirby will take the stock as well. And here we go again. Here we go again. Some of these consistent damage coming out from the down throw combos. There's really not that much that SANTI can really do to contest it. Most of it is pretty confirmable or relatively straightforward per se. That charge F smash, like, I can kind of see at some point, but like I prefer use like Sephiroth F smash more, so it's just kind of like a landing technique. I think the footstool, is that it? Oh, you could tell that SANTI thinks that he's so cool. He explicitly went for that. And suddenly the scintilla, and this is a relatively even match now, at least in terms of damage. Ran that nair there, and SANTI's trying to back him up, but Ionno is not going to be outdone. Ionno's been relatively good, at least in terms of his neutral at this point. Seems at that point SANTI was deciding whether he wanted to try and go for the cool stuff yet again. But Ionno gets another neutral B as well from Sephiroth. And that middle charge neutral B is so good. It still has that speed. While also being relatively good, at least for KO per se. That's going to be an awkward situation, but SANTI does manage to make it back and gets the back air as well, powered up with the one wing. That will definitely take the stock on the fluff ball that is Kirby. Another nice opening as well, as SANTI starts to get a lot more of this damage on. Kirby already eating almost 55% basically. And he's going for the kill. Oh. You can tell that SANTI knows that he's on stream, and he loves the fact that he's on stream. SANTI loves to put on a show for anyone who's watching. Like, 100%. And you know, he did it, and he did it right now just because, you know, he has the ability to. He can do it. And if you could do it, why don't you go for it? Why don't you get those clips? Why don't you put it on your Twitter? Because, yeah, you can get the cool stuff.
Start the battle! Sephiroth! Inkling!
And I heard a switch to Inkling. I'm sorry, I was checking something else. But yeah, Inkling coming from Ionno, SANTI. Inkling, I would say, is relatively similar, at least, to Kirby, at least in terms of this matchup. But this is a very interesting matchup. Dash especially makes it so that, if anything, Sephiroth has to work a lot harder to get the spacing correctly. Especially with the relatively precise fair that kind of make the most of Sephiroth's neutral. Another random up smash though coming out, and an up smash as well to boot, calling out that air dodge. You can tell that SANTI is like, I haven't really seen him like hit Sephiroth before. I'm not sure how he plays this, whether he really does like to go for that forward smash, but he does it quite a bit. But yeah, that neutral B's middle charge again. It's just such a good pressure tool, relatively fast, and can still kill it. Relatively low percents, not as much as Gigaflor per se, but still kind of ridiculous. Nice down, gonna miss that tech as well, but the nice splat bomb Actually going to send Sephiroth out to the side instead. Inkling Splat Bomb is so finicky. Sometimes it could just send you in just because of how it was timed. That's until I like that, trying to back him off at least from the splatter shot. But not quite going to get it as Santi keeps on piling on more and more of this damage. Here's the Giga Flare as well, the re-grab as well, and yes, you cannot panic in that. You cannot panic in the face of that. Because Santi, especially, and Sephiroth especially, is just going to blow you up as soon as you lose these side of things for one moment. And you know, Inkling neutral back air, just immediately going to be countered. You eat 30% just off of that. Here comes curses as well, and then Scintilla to back him off, but the curse as well. Going to activate, push him away. Oh my god, and the F smash as well, and Santi's gonna take that. Santi's gonna take that. You can tell he was